NBA player Terry Rozier and coach Chauncey Billups just got arrested for illegal gambling, and it's tied to the mafia. They say Rozier was faking injuries to rigged games, and Chauncey, he was running high-stakes poker games backed by mob families. This ain't no Netflix series. This is real life, bro. And the details get even crazier. They out here thinking this shit Goodfellas or something.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
So here's what we know. Terry Rozier, who has a $50 million net worth, like, bro, are you serious? Like, how are you even involved in this type of situation? But he allegedly started faking small injuries and manipulating the point spreads so the mob could cash in on betting lines. And meanwhile, Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot, he was apparently running a private poker games. And what's crazy, these ain't no broke college players or nothing like that. That's why I think it'll be happening at. But at this level, it's just crazy. Rozier make over 160 million total earnings throughout his career. And Chauncey got like 35 million net worth and still making $4 million a year for coaching. Like, what the hell y'all got going on? So it's like, why risk everything you already made it? This gotta be more than money, bro. This sound like a straight gambling addiction. People forget that rush from betting is a drug. And these dudes ain't betting $20 on FanDuel or Prize Picks or something. They betting big money like 6 figures plus. And they doing that like it's nothing. But you know, once the mafia get involved, it's over. And you know, dealing with them, you can't just lose once and walk away. They own you after that. And that's what people don't get. The mob just don't lend money. They buy leverage. Like, you lose once and now you owe me a favor type thing. And that favor could be maybe you miss a free throw. Maybe you sit out one game. Maybe your team don't cover the spread. You know what I mean? And now that you know that the feds involved, you know they building a RICO case behind the scenes. And if they could prove mafia money touch NBA players, that's going to shake up the whole league. Y'all remember the 2007 NBA ref Tim Dogney? I think that's how you say it. Bro was literally betting on games he reffed in, but he ended up getting sent to prison for 15 months. And everybody thought that was a one-off, but nah, the league just got better at hiding it. And now it's coming back full circle. Players this time, not refs. Gilbert Arenas had a similar situation, but he wasn't gambling himself. He said he was just renting a house, and it just so happened some mob people was having high-stake poker tournaments in his house. But you guys see how close the connection always is. The mob been in the gambling world forever. They just adapted. Back then, it was betting slips and envelopes. Now, it's crypto, offshore apps, private investors that seems legit until you see who really's behind them.
There weren't cameras on every signpost. There were no satellites.
Correct.
There were no cell phones that you could triangulate.
That's right.
These days, being a criminal seems a lot harder.
Absolutely.
Saying that, does the mafia still exist in 2019?
The mob still exists, and I don't believe it'll go away in my lifetime. These guys are very resourceful. It's not anywhere near what it was at one point in time, because I have to say the government in the 80s did a good job. They took the union power away for the most part. They took a lot of contacts that we had, power bases that we had, they took it away. Racketeering Act, Bail Reform Act, all of this stuff, Sentencing Reform Act. I mean, it really, really made a dent in that lifestyle, but it's not going away. Okay. Certainly not in New York, Chicago, places where it's a stronghold.
So let's talk about the mafia side. That's where it really get wild. And the reports say these poker games Chauncey was hosting wasn't just random high rollers. They had money coming in from what investigators call Organized family affiliates. That's mob talk for mafia-connected investors. Some of these names trace back to old-school crime families from Chicago and New York who've been laundering money through sports betting for decades. And if that's true, Chauncey might have been the face for something way bigger. Think about it. A respected NBA coach hosting friendly games gives the whole setup a clean image. That's the oldest mob trick in the book. Bro used somebody legit to hide dirt. And Rozier, he's the perfect recruit for rigged betting setup. Explosive scorer, sometimes injured, easy to hide patterns under low management. It only takes missing a few shots or pulling a hammy for a $5 million swing on Vegas lines. You don't need to throw a whole game, just tweak the numbers a little. And you know what's crazy? We barely ever see NFL players get hit with this type of stuff. Is it harder to rig football or something? Too many players, too many moving parts? But basketball, bro, one player could make or break the spread. One injury, one cold streak, one random night off, and boom, millions of dollars gone. It's low-key been building for years. You got players advertising betting apps, fans gambling live on the games, coaches getting side deals. The line between sport and a business blurred a long time ago. Now it's catching up to them. And you know the league gonna play like it's an isolated incident. We don't know what's going on. But come on, if these two names got caught, how many more just ain't been exposed yet? So what y'all think? Is this pure greed? Or y'all think the mafia really back in the game, just moving smarter? Drop a comment. I want to see who y'all think's next. Because if this case blows up like I think it will, we going to see way more names than this. Hit that like button if you think the NBA trying to sweep this under the rug. And subscribe, because when the feds start releasing them wiretap details, I'm breaking that down ASAP. This might be the biggest NBA scandal since the ref betting days ever. Except this time it's the players and not the coach.
I just woke up